Okay guys, welcome back to Bermuda Grass Central, and we are prepared to cut the yard for the last time. This is the last cut of the season. Okay guys, one of the first things you need to do is figure out what mower you're going to use. Now, I'm going with my Greenworks dual battery mower because it reduces my carbon footprint. It's not as noisy, I won't disturb the neighbors, and it's just a good mower to go with. Now, if you choose gas, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm going with the all-electric mower. Now, one of the other things you need to do is decide how high do you want to cut your grass. Now, I previously stated in videos, guys, if you're trying to keep that greenness at the end of the season, it's best just to shave off a taste of it. And as you can see, I'm raising up my mower height, and I'm actually going max height. My lawn hasn't been cut in 2 weeks now because of consistent hurricane rains, and it's just growing. Now it's a little bit over 4 inches. Now I can either bag it or I can mulch it. In this video, I'm going to do both. Alright, great thing about this mower, I love it. You just push the button and it does this thing. I love the Greenworks dual battery 60 volt mower. One of the things you need to go ahead and decide too is how do you want to cut it. So figure out the direction you're going to cut it and just go ahead and start the mow. And as you can see, I'm mowing it at max height, and I'm just taking off a taste of the top. And you can see this from the side view. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lawn. Alright, and as we just keep on going, keep on bagging, and there's a lot of things you have to consider when bagging your grass. Now, if you want to bag it and put it out on the street for the collection company to get it, it's going to have to be one of those recycling companies that does that. But I have an area in the back, and I'll show you that later on. So if you ever wondered what your lawnmower sees while it's cutting the yard, this is what it sees, guys. This is a more up close personal look at the lawn. But one of the things I wanted you guys to make sure of is that, guys, please sharpen your blades. Some of you guys have been cutting yard the whole entire season with the same blade. And I have a video, it's pretty old, but it talks about how often you should sharpen your blade. And generally, you're going to need at least one sharpened blade and a new blade. Now, generally, that'll take you through the whole entire season, and that's with mowing your lawn roughly about 28 to 30 times. Now, if you're a true yard fanatic and you're cutting it a whole lot more, then yeah, you're gonna have to sharpen that blade a whole lot more often than you would just cutting it the basic number of times. Now, as you know, I cut this yard anywhere between 2 to 3 times during growing season, and that adds up. So within a month, I've already cut this yard about 12 times. Well, BYD Junior has. So you guys, now it's time to dump this in my little area I got in the back of my home. Generally, I dump it, and halfway through the season, I just take my blower and blow it. And this generally, it'll decompose by the end of the season. Come next season, all that'll be flat. Now, here's the other thing I was talking about. I use the bagging technique. Love to bag, but most of the time, I say 80% of the time, I'm always mulching. Alright, and mulching provides beneficial material, nutrients to the soil, and it helps build the soil throughout the year. So generally, if you mulch, you're adding one fertilization. This is one of the reasons why my yard is always green like it is. Now, I do use the Sunnyland products and they help, but mulching also helps. One of the things I find when people mulch is that they're mulching too much off at one time. So you gotta cut your yard consistently to get that green lawn. Okay, yard fanatics, hopefully that'll teach you some of the things you need to do for the end of the season cut. Guys, you got three options. I didn't use the discharge option because I never use it. But you can bag it, you know, and if you don't want to bag, you can mulch. And remember, this video was really for everybody, but if you're trying to keep that greenness all the way to the last minute, you give it that one last cut and you just want to take a thin shaving of that Bermuda grass off the top of it, and you can see it, guys. Stripes in October. All right, guys, if this video has been helpful and you learned something, make sure you click that subscription button, turn on that all notification bell, and when BYD uploads a video, you will be notified. By guys, you need to know more about doing your fall cutting. Guys, click right here to learn how to stick edge like a pro. Click right here. I have a playlist on cutting heights for all the seasons. Guys, if you're trying to put down that pre-emergent to keep those weeds, click right here. Maybe this video will help you out. Once again, you're tuned into Bermuda Grass Central with BYD. This is Mike Bowman. I'll talk to you soon.